What's good? This Cam Reddish from the Atlanta Hawks, and you're watching 3-Point Conversion.
Hey, Nate, how good was it to see a healthier group out there? And did you like what you were able to do rotation wise?
Yeah, it was really good to get Clint out on the floor and really get that starting group together and allow those guys to play some minutes tonight. I thought it was really good. Tonight we did a good job of sharing the ball. We talked about that. We got to the tempo. We established the tempo we wanted to play right from the start. 33 assists tonight, only 10 turnovers. We'll take that every night. So really good ball movement. And I thought defensively, they did some good things. We cleaned up our defense. We didn't trail and give up a lot of easy baskets, especially in the half court. So I thought it was a connection out there with both groups. And, that's what we wanted to see. And that's something that I think we build off of.
What do you see out of Deandre Hunter tonight? Obviously, a guy who's kind of been banged up in the preseason.
He said,
obviously, a guy who's kind of been banged up in the preseason, Deandre Hunter.
Yeah, it was good to, again, see Dre out there, but really see that combination of the starting five, Trey, Bogey, and Dre, John, and Clint. They didn't play a lot of minutes together last year, especially towards the end of the year. And, it's really important that we get those guys out there and allow them to get a feel for each other, build that chemistry, learn each other's tendencies. And, that's good for them and as well as for me.
Nate, Joe Patrick here with 92.9 The Game in the back. Gotcha. Is this just kind of the ideal way to kind of finish up the preseason schedule?
Yeah, it's always about winning, but, really in preseason, especially for us this season, it was about getting our guys healthy to play. One of the things that I talked to our training staff and to the players, I really wanted all of our guys to play in this last game. Really, it's kind of like a dress rehearsal for them and for me to work on rotation. The only guy that was missing tonight was Gallo. That would have been in that been with that second unit. But it was good to see Dre and Trey and Bogey and John and Clint play together. This was Clint's first game, and he was restricted to 12 minutes. 12 to 15 minutes. So the first half, I thought he did a good job of giving us what Clint gives us, defending the basket, rim running, both he and Trey connected a couple of times. So it was good to see that group out there.
Coach, just wanted to ask a follow-up question on Deandre Hunter. I think my friend Sarah posted a tweet that said in the first 6 minutes, Deandre had 11 points. I think it was a couple steals and a couple rebounds as well. So what did it mean to you to have him, not only have him out there, but really set that kind of tone on offense and defense in the beginning?
Well, he gives it to you on both ends of the floor. You don't find in this league very many two-way players. And Deandre is a two-way guy. He's going to defend just as hard as he's going to look to score. He plays the game the right way. He's really unselfish. Tonight was basically, Dre's just running the floor and making plays. I thought Trey did a good job of finding guys tonight, and it wasn't a lot of play calling, for him. And if we can establish that type of tempo and get that type of ball movement, we got guys that can put the ball in the basket. And tonight, Dre was the guy that was receiving a lot of those opportunities early, and he was able to finish and be productive.
And I'll paraphrase something you said a couple of weeks ago about Cam Reddish just having the opportunity to see what he's working with, because you really didn't get to see that last season. So Cam comes in and in about 11 minutes, 9 points, a rebound and an assist. What are your thoughts on him now that you've seen that 4 preseason game sample size?
Yeah, well, we know that he's capable of shooting that basketball, and what I want to really kind of develop with him is decision making, making plays, because he has the ability to put the ball on the floor. He can create his own shot, but when he learns to develop and create and make decisions with that basketball, he's just going to be another weapon out there. And it was good again tonight to see him with DeLon and Kevin and with that second unit and Gorgie. Again, the only guy that was missing was Gallo. So Kevin and Cam and DeLon haven't played a lot of minutes in this preseason, and we just saw what we're capable of doing with our bench as well.
You had your first lineup, you had most of your second lineup. When you have them stacked up like that, do you think that they're going to be different stylistically in terms of the type of offense that you run?
Yeah, I think so. I think, and they will establish that tempo, when they play more minutes together. I think I want us to play fast and be more of an attack team. I thought maybe this third quarter we started to settle a little bit and shoot a lot of long balls, contested shots early in the clock. I don't mind quick shots if they're open without a contest or a layup. But if we're taking contested quick threes, you're bailing out the defense. And that was something that I thought we started to do in that third quarter. That second unit will establish a tempo the more they play together. Maybe they are a team that runs. It may be a team that is better in the half court. It's really similar to the guard play of Sharif. Sharif, when he's gotten into the game, he's played more up tempo with his group. DeLon is he's getting used to the guys that he's playing with. So it's yet to be seen what type of tempo that second group is going to play with.
We'll take some questions via Zoom.
All right, we're switching over to Zoom. First question comes from Christos Saltas.
Hello, coach. Great game, first of all.
Thank you.
What did you like about the approach and the intensity of your team on the floor, and what would you like to maintain for the regular season?
I thought it was a professional approach tonight, and I thought they were about business. I didn't think that it was any type of letdown because Miami didn't have a lot of guys here. That was the challenge to our guys. It was a mental challenge to play the game and work on ourselves. And I thought they did that, right from the start. I thought Trey in that first unit established the tempo. I thought defensively, we were really aggressive on the defensive end of the floor. And we pretty much played that way for 48 minutes. So that was the thing that I like the most about this game was the approach that we had from start to finish.
All right, and our next question comes from Anthony Patterson.
Coach, obviously you hit on the line of his play. My question was, how pivotal is this play coming off this last preseason game and going into a regular season where, the preseason, he can get more game time action and everything?
Okay, could you repeat that? I'm sorry.
DeLon, right? DeLon, your backup point guard. Just going into this preseason game, how pivotal was it just for him to get some minutes of action before the regular season?
Oh, it's very important. That's for the reason that I played him late into the fourth quarter tonight. I thought it was important that we get those guys minutes together, and so that they could work on a rhythm. We really haven't had all of our guys healthy at one time until tonight's game. DeLon had to miss a game because of an ankle injury. Kevin missed a game because of a foot injury. So to allow that second unit to work together and DeLon be out there running it, it was important tonight that we get him minutes. And, so this is something that we can build off of. We will build off of it. And, the preseason is over for us now. And now the focus is to continue to get guys healthy and be ready for opening night.
All right. And our final Zoom question comes from Emmanuel Glaze.
Coach, the energy from this city going into this season is very high. The crowd was electric. I can tell you, I've been covering for a while, to see 2 preseason games as hype as it was. How does that feel for the team going into this season, that you got in the famous word, the whole city behind you, and they're so excited about this upcoming season?
Well, we've experienced that excitement, really since June and July of last season, and going into the playoffs and the atmosphere, that and the energy that the city has been showing us. But last year is behind us. We're going to have to rebuild this and build that and get the city excited about this season. And if we come out with the type play that we had tonight, they're going to continue to support us and continue to be energized by the things that we do. So that's really up to us, to keep this fan base engaged, supporting by the way we play, the things that we do out on that floor. All right.
Hey, Trey.
What's
Oh,
up?
sorry.
No, you good.
How did your quad feel in your first game back?
It felt good. It's just like I said yesterday, it's a bruise. It's a little bit there, but I'm still, as I'm playing, you don't really feel it. I mean, right now I just got it ice, so it'll feel better, but it's just a bruise.
How good was it for you to get back, but also Clint, Deandre Hunter? It seemed like you guys are finally on kind of the upswing with some of these injuries you've been having.
Yeah, we are. And we just got to keep going. We just got to continue to stay healthy and take care of our bodies. And like we did today, if we're all on the court together, it's, we're a pretty good team. So we just got to continue to stay healthy and just keep trying to be that way. Bet.
Nate said something yesterday about how I know Clint's just recently started to be able to do live work, and how when he's there, you guys are just a different team.
Yeah.
With the way that he anchors you guys. How much does it transform things for y'all when you have Clint?
It's a big difference. It's a big. He's one of the best big men in the league, and he's one of the most underrated big men in the league. He doesn't get a lot of the credit that he deserves, and I hope he does this year, because he's really, like you said, the anchor of our defense, and he's always talking. And then offensively, he's always running. Like tonight he didn't play many minutes, but if you look back at the game and you see how hard he was running, you could tell he's trying to get himself in shape and get himself ready for the season. So he's he's one of the best big men in the league for a reason, and it wasn't any surprise. The way we played tonight, because I knew. The way he is, he's the anchor of our defense. He's a big piece of our team.
Thank you.
And Trey, just to piggyback on that same question, in addition to getting Clint back, just having Deandre Hunter out there, especially for him establishing himself on both sides of the court, what does that mean to you guys, especially to get him back and seeing him back in form just a week before the regular season?
Yeah, it's big time. Getting Dre back is going to be big for us. He's a really good defender, a really good scorer, and he can pretty much do it all. So, anytime he's on the court, he just makes our team that much better. So, like with him, we just need him to be on the court with us, and if he's on the court, we're a much better team.
Hey, Trey, Joe Patrick, 1990 game. Just wanted to ask, Nate just said that the team, he was most impressed with just the way the team was able to focus from the beginning of the game to the end. And in the last preseason game on the schedule, is that kind of the most important thing for you as well?
Yeah, it was, it's a big thing for us to come in tonight and just leave the preseason on a high note and come out and play hard and try to get a rhythm. I mean, it wasn't necessarily about who was on the court for them. It was more about us and just us getting a rhythm and playing the way we want to play this season and just kind of getting, like I said, into that rhythm. And I think we did just that. And hopefully we just keep going in the right direction.
Switching over to Zoom. First question from Emmanuel Glaze.
Trey, how is it to have DeAndre and Cam and all these guys running the floor with you, and you can, with the talent that you had 16 and 10 at the end of the first. So obviously your assist game, you can see the floor now, but having them all back and having all that talent running with you and you get the ball up there, how is it important for you going into this season?
It's very important. I take every preseason the same way, and it's more about just feeling my teammates out and trying to get a rhythm going into the real thing. So tonight I just want to do the same thing and get everybody involved and get guys into a good feel, good rhythm. Like I said, I knew Clint wasn't playing very long, so I wanted to run and get him involved and things like that. So I think it was good the way we played tonight. It was more about us.
Next question from Christos Saltas.
Hey Trey, hope you're doing well. What did you like most about your team this season during the training camp, and what is the ceiling of that group for this regular season and the playoffs?
I'm excited about this team. The whole preseason has been fun. Training camp's been tough, and we just got a lot more expectations around the whole gym for each other. But my expectations haven't changed. I've had a lot of confidence in this team last year, and so this year it's only higher. And I think we can do whatever we want to do this year, and I think we have the talent to go all the way. But now it's all about just how bad we want it and how much we can do about it.
Last question comes from Anthony Patterson.
Trey, coach obviously mentioned the approach going into this game, ended on a high note, but you guys seemed like you were able to play loose but serious. What just went into that, just being able to play freely, but also just take the approach so seriously?
Yeah, I hope that's how we approach every game. I think that's how we should approach every game. The game we play is fun. We enjoy this game. I enjoy it. I love it. So I try to have fun every time I play. And so I hope my teammates do the same thing. And when they're out there, I hope they smile, but I hope inside they're serious and they want to win just as bad as I do. And I believe in these guys. I feel like we all have that mindset, and I think this team can do a lot. So I think that's a big thing.
Appreciate it.
Hey, Clint.
Hey,
Just how did your heel and Achilles feel in your first game back?
I felt really good. First of all, I felt in shape because that was my first thought of how like if I was going to be winded or not. I felt pretty good, especially on my sprints and lobs. So pretty good. I'm really satisfied about the work that I did while I was not practicing.
Seemed like you were running the floor well, Deandre Hunter as well, Trey as well. All of y'all have been kind of banged up in the preseason. Do you feel like this team is getting healthy at a good time?
Yeah, we're getting healthier. We did even though like we weren't practicing, we were doing a lot of work outside. Myself, I was doing a lot of like conditioning work on the court and stuff like that. So big shout out to my strength and conditioning coach, Mike.
If I could ask, like, how do you do that? Like, if it's on your heel, how do you stay in shape, but appropriatly sort of take care of it at the same time?
It's actually it kind of sucks because you got to get there earlier before everybody, and you have to stay after everybody. So just make sure like it takes a little bit more time to get it going, and when you're warm, just make sure you can get some sprints in, slides, and stuff like that. So everything's calculated and they did a good job with it. So shout out to them.
I know obviously for you, it was important just health-wise to be back out there, but for the team, how important
Yeah,
was this?
well, obviously, I mean, to have definitely our guys back, starting lineup back, I think it was really important for us to just go out there and get connected together. Just to have that feeling to be out there together at least one time before it really starts in an official game. So I was really happy to be out there with the guys.
All right, switching over to Zoom. First question from Christos Saltas.
Hey, Clint, hope you're doing well. Great game tonight. What do you like most about the team, your team this season, and what is the biggest strength of that group?
Now we have a lot of weapons inside, outside. Guys can shoot. We got length. We got shooters inside and out. We have speed. So honestly, I think now the most important thing from my own experience is to win. That's the only thing that matters now.
Next question from Emmanuel Glaze.
Hey, Clint, preseason is over. You got that game under your belt. You got a week before opening game. What are you looking to do this week to prepare yourself, coming back from the injury and being ready for that opening day game?
Make sure to stay connected with the guys, having good quality of practices, stay connected defensively, offensively, make sure we're all on the same page, and do as much as we can to get ready for this marathon.
Next Zoom question from Anthony Patterson.
Clint, coach and Trey obviously said when you're there and you're playing everything, it's a lot different just leading the team. Just from you personally, what do you feel is different from a leadership standpoint when you're there with the team?
Yeah, I feel like I just bring that extra energy, that sprint, that quick decisions all the time, quick sprint, quick pick and roll, quick handoff, whatever I can do defensively with my voice, being that anchor, make sure to keep everybody on the same page. And by doing that over and over again, I can feel that my teammates getting more comfortable out there. Thank you, guys.
Hey, Deandre, just physically, how did you feel out there tonight with your knee?
I felt pretty good. I wouldn't say I'm 100% yet, but I'm definitely really close. Just trying to get in game shape, get some rhythm, that's all.
How good was it in y'all's final preseason game to get, I mean, obviously you out there and then Clint and Trey and just some of the injured guys to just get some run together?
I mean, it's great. We barely played with this lineup last year. Even for most of training camp, it was tough to get all 5 guys out there, but last few days of practice, we were able to do so, and we got to do it in the game. So just building that chemistry, we have great talent. I feel like we mesh well. So it's just all about getting the rhythm and the reps.
With your knee at this point, is it mostly just kind of monitoring, like after a game, after you play, monitoring if there's any like swelling or soreness or anything, or has that mostly gone away?
I mean, yeah, I'm basically past that part. It swelled up a little bit after the first time I played against the Cavaliers, but nothing like last year. So swelling went down. I'm feeling pretty good now.
Great, thank you.
Last year, coach kind of took over on the fly. So as soon as he takes over, it's pretty much, games right off the bat. Now he's got a couple of weeks and sort of a whole training camp. Does it seem kind of like last season, or does it seem like he's kind of putting his stamp on it? There are some new wrinkles, new plays, new styles, or is it more just picking up where you left off last season?
I mean, I feel like last year, like you say, he couldn't really implement everything he wanted to. So we kind of just building on last year. We got some new plays, but I mean, his main focus is defense. He wants us to defend the paint. So as long as we do that, I feel like he'll be pretty happy.
Switching over to Zoom, first question from Christos Saltas.
Hey, Deandre, how productive was this summer for you? And do you feel you have something to prove this season with the Hawks?
This summer was pretty good for me. I got to rehab a lot. Got to work on my game, and I mean, as far as the team, I mean, I think we're just excited for what we can do. Hopefully, we can stay healthy and make a run for what we're trying to do.
Next question comes from Emmanuel Glaze.
Hey, DeAndre, I know one thing was to come back and get healthy and be able to play. What are the goals you have for this year since the season about to go for yourself? What goals have you set for this season?
I mean, my main goal every year is just to be better than last year. I don't necessarily have like a personal one thing that I'm trying to do. Is just be better overall than last year. And I feel like everything else will take care of itself.
Final question comes from Anthony Patterson.
Yes, DeAndre, Coach mentioned that you're one of the best two-way players, especially for this team. For you, what do you feel else should be the best two-way player in general?
Could you repeat one more time?
What do you feel helps you be the best two-way player?
I mean, I'm a competitor. I don't like my whoever I'm guarding. I don't like them scoring on me. And I feel like once you stop a person that kind of takes the air out of what they're trying to do, they don't necessarily try to score as much. So if I could just be disruptive on defense, I know my offensive game would take care of itself. Have a blessed night.